Hello friends, in this practical we will cover the VI characteristics of PN junction diode. This is our practical number 3. Now we will do this practical by using the IIT Kharagpur virtual lab. Now how to use the virtual lab? When you Google IIT Kharagpur virtual lab, then click on first link, that is IIT Kharagpur virtual labs. Now when you click IIT Kharagpur virtual labs, then here the institute details or the various virtual labs which are available at IIT Kharagpur are mentioned, but for our practical we are interested in basic electronics lab. Now when you click on basic electronics lab, then you will get this window, that is welcome to the basic electronics virtual laboratory. Now please click on list of experiments. Now when you click on list of experiments, then you will get a total number of 17 experiments, but if you see the syllabus, then we will do the practicals of VI characteristics of diode, then the half wave rectification, full wave rectification, and the studies on BJT common emitter amplifier. Now these practicals we are going to cover by using the virtual labs which is provided by the IIT Kharagpur. Now in this practical we will cover the third practical of our syllabus, that is VI characteristics of diode. Now when you click on VI characteristics of diode, then you will get this window. Now there are total number of 6 sections are available, that is first one is your theory about the VI characteristics of diode, then the procedure, then the simulation. Now this procedure is available, means how to do the simulation of the VI characteristics of PN junction diode. Then the next tab is the quiz, then next one is the assignment, and next one is the reference. Now let's start with this practical. Now before going to simulate this practical, let's revise the theory of the PN junction diode. In unit number 1 we already covered the VI characteristics of PN junction diode. Now first of all, what is the structure? As we know, the PN junction diode, when p type semiconductor material is connected with the n type semiconductor material with the special type of fabrication, and when p type is connected with the n type, then we will get total number of 2 terminals, that is first one is the anode, and this terminal is also called as a positive because for anode there is majority of holes, means positive ions. Similarly the another one is our cathode. Now cathode is nothing but our negative terminal, and there is majority of electrons in the n type semiconductor material and minority of holes. Now this indicates the symbolic representation of the PN junction diode, where this one is the anode, that is positive terminal, and this one is the cathode, which is negative terminal. Now the biasing conditions for the PN junction diode. Now we can bias our PN junction diode in both the biasing conditions, that is forward biasing as well as reverse biasing. Now what is meant by forward biasing? Now when the anode terminal is connected with the positive terminal of the source and cathode terminal is connected with the negative terminal of the source, then we can say that our PN junction diode is in forward bias condition. And exactly opposite, when we connect our negative terminal or cathode terminal of our PN junction diode with the positive terminal of supply and anode with the negative terminal of supply, then our diode will be in reverse bias condition. Now if you see this graph, then this graph shows the VI characteristics of PN junction diode. Now this VI characteristics is a graph of voltage versus current. Now which voltage? Voltage across the diode, and which current? Current which is flowing through the diode. Now if you see for the forward characteristics, our current which is in milliampere and voltage which is in volts. We know for the VI characteristics of our PN junction diode, cut-in voltage is very important. Now up to cut-in voltage small current will flow through the diode, but after cut-in voltage large current will flow through the diode, and that indicates our diode is in on condition. And similarly in reverse bias, these are the VI characteristics for the silicon diode, and for silicon diode its cut-in voltage is in between 0.6 volt to 0.7 volt. Similarly, if we plot the forward characteristics for the germanium diode, then the cut-in voltage for the germanium diode is in between 0.2 volt to 0.3 volt. That is why if you see this graph here, from 0.3 volt your current it starts flowing through the diode. That is the main difference between the VI characteristics of silicon diode and the VI characteristics of germanium diode. Then this is the diode equation, that is IF which is equals to Is into exponential of Vf upon n into Vt minus 1, where Is is the reverse saturation current or the leakage current. Then If is the current which is flowing through the diode, and this current is nothing but our forward current. Then Vf is the potential difference between the two terminals of the diode, and this voltage is nothing but what, our forward voltage. Then Vt is the thermal voltage which is given by the equation, that is K into T by Q, where K is the Boltzmann's constant, then Q is the electronic charge, and T is the absolute temperature in degree Kelvin. Now this is all about the theoretical concept of our p-n junction diode and its VI characteristics. Now let us simulate. Now when you click simulation, then you will get this window, that is VI characteristics of diode. Now here various options are available, that is forward biased silicon diode. Then forward biased silicon diode, you can draw the circuit by clicking this option. Then the reverse biased silicon diode. Similarly, the reverse biased silicon diode means which you can draw the circuit by using this tab. And then next the forward characteristics of germanium diode and reverse characteristics of germanium diode. Now when you click on first tab, then you will get the direct circuit connection, but we are interested in draw the circuit. So when you click on forward bias silicon diode, then you can draw the circuit by using this tab. Now if you observe here, various parameters are given. First one is your VDC, that is our battery voltage, which will make our diode is in forward bias condition. Then another electrical parameter is used, that is the resistor. Now why resistor is used? It limits the flow of current. Then another one is our p-n junction diode. Now here if you see the direction of your p-n junction diode, then your anode is along with the positive terminal of your battery. Similarly, your cathode is along with the negative terminal of your battery, means that indicates your diode will be in forward bias condition. And here another two measuring instruments are used, that is first one is your current meter, which will measure the current, how much current is flowing through the diode, and another one is your voltmeter, which will measure how much voltage across the diode. Now to make the connection, here the instructions are given. Now first of all, set the DC voltage which is equals to 0.2 volt, then select the diode. Now by using this control terminal, you can change the DC voltage. Similarly, you can change the value of resistor. Similarly, you can select the value of or the diode. Then connect the components. Now how to connect? See, first connection L1 to L3. Now connect L1 to L3. Now here we are doing these connections to make our p-n junction diode in forward bias condition. Now then connect L3 to L7, then L4 to L8. Now this current meter will measure how much current will flowing through the diode, and L4 is connected with the L10. Now this indicates our ammeter is connected in series with the p-n junction diode, because our ammeter should be connected in series, because we always measures the current in series while our voltage in parallel. Now again to measure the voltage, connect L10 to L5, similarly L6 to L11, then next L9 to L11 and L9 to L12. Now if you check, the circuit connection is done. Now please check whether this connection is right or wrong. Now to check this connection is either right or wrong, please click on check the connection. Now here they are showing the message that is right connection, then they set the resistance and the input voltage. Now all the connections are right. So first of all select the diode. Now for our practical we are going to use 1N4007. Then select the value of resistor. If suppose our resistor is having value 344 ohm or 330 ohm. Now our objective for this practical is that just vary your DC voltage, that is battery voltage, and please see how much current is flowing through the diode and how much voltage across the diode, and simultaneously we are going to concentrate on this VF, that is forward voltage or our cut-in voltage. Now for 1N4007 the cut-in voltage is 0.6 volt, means from 0.6 onwards the large current will flow through the diode. Now let's check. Now first of all, suppose when your applied voltage, that is battery voltage, which is equals to 0.5 volt, then the current which is flowing through the diode which is equals to 0 and voltage across the diode which is again equals to 0. Then add the table, again increase the voltage. Now when you increase the voltage, right now your applied voltage which is equals to 0.8 volt and the voltage across the diode which is equals to 0.561 and the current which is flowing through the diode which is equals to 0.584 milliampere. Milliampere means 0.584 into 10 raised to minus 3, means which is nearly equals to 0. Now this reading indicates our diode is in off condition, means small currents is flowing through the diode. Again increase the applied voltage. Now when the applied voltage is 1.2 volt, then add to table. Then our voltage across the diode which is equals to 0.571, means voltage is going on increasing, current is also increasing but slightly, which is equals to 1.75 milliampere, means 1.75 into 10 raised to minus 3, means which is nearly equals to 0. Again increase the applied voltage. Now for next reading, when the applied voltage is 1.8 volt, for this reading the forward voltage which is equals to 0.582 and the current which is equals to 3.51 milliampere. Again increase the applied voltage, that is DC voltage. Now when the DC voltage is 2.3 volt, then the voltage across the diode which is equals to 0.588 volt and current which is equals to 4.97 milliampere. Again increase the voltage. Right now the applied voltage which is equals to 3 volt, when applied voltage is 3 volt, then the voltage across the diode which is equals to 0.595 volt and the current which is equals to 7.01 milliampere. Again increase the voltage. When you increase the voltage, right now the voltage across the diode which is equals to 0.599 and the current which is equals to 8.47 milliampere, means the voltage is also increasing, current is also increasing but slightly. Again increase the DC voltage. Right now when the DC voltage or your applied voltage which is equals to 3.9 volt, for this reading the voltage across the diode which is equals to 0.602 and the current which is equals to 9.64 milliampere. Now when you check, if you check the voltage across the diode which is equals to 0.602, that indicates which is equals to our cut-in voltage of our 1N4007, means right now the voltage across the diode which is equals to the cut-in voltage or 0.6 volt. Now further increase in your applied voltage, what is your observation? The voltage across the diode is remains constant which is equals to 0.6 volt, but the current is increasing rapidly from 9.64 milliampere to 10.5 milliampere. That indicates our diode is in on condition. Now further increase in your applied voltage. Again when your applied voltage is 4.7 volt, then the voltage across the diode is remains constant which is equals to 0.6 volt, but if you check the current which is flowing through the diode which is equals to 12 milliampere, means if you compare your previous reading, previous reading, your current which is flowing through the diode which is equals to 10.5 milliampere, but for this reading the current which is flowing through the diode which is equals to 12 milliampere, means rapid increase in the current and further increasing the applied voltage. Right now your applied voltage which is equals to 5 volt, for 5 volt the voltage across the diode which is equals to 0.6 volt, it is constant, but the current which is equals to 12.9 milliampere, means if you check the readings from serial number 8 to serial number 11, then you will observe for these readings the current is rapidly increasing, that is from 9.64, then next 10.5, then next 12, then next 12.9, and if you check the voltage across the diode is remains constant which is equals to 0.6 volt, that indicates the cut-in voltage for the silicon diode or for 1N4007 silicon diode is the 0.6 volt, because from when the voltage across the diode which is equals to 0.6 volt, then large current will flow through the diode, and that indicates our diode is in on condition. Now to plot the VI characteristics, now this is the observation table for your experiment. Now by using this experiment table or observation table, we can plot the VI characteristics of the PN junction diode. Now to plot the VI characteristics of PN junction diode, just click on plot. Now when you click on plot, then you will get these characteristics. Now these characteristics indicates your voltage versus current which is in milliampere. Now if you check these characteristics, then for certain readings your current which is also increasing, but which is in milliampere, means which is nearly equals to 0, and further increase in your applied voltage, and when your voltage across the diode reaches to the cut-in voltage, then large current will flow through the diode, and that indicates your diode is in on condition. And if you check the theoretical graph or theoretical VI characteristics of PN junction diode with the practical VI characteristics of PN junction diode, then you will get this same graph, that is up to cut-in voltage small current will flow, and after cut-in voltage large current will flow through the diode, and for this reading this indicates your diode is in on condition. Now this is all about the forward characteristics of the forward characteristics of silicon diode. Now similarly, let us take the reverse biasing condition of the silicon diode. Now to check the reverse biasing condition of the silicon diode, when you click on check for the reverse bias, then you will get this window. Now here the connections are made, that is your cathode is connected with the positive terminal, then next your anode is connected with the negative terminal of your battery, that indicates your PN junction diode is in reverse bias condition. Again one milliammeter which is used to calculate how much current is flowing through the diode, and one voltmeter which is used to how much voltage across the diode. Now again follow the same instruction. First of all, now here there is no need to make the connection because connections are made automatically. Now select the diode. If suppose 1N4007, now its reverse voltage or reverse breakdown voltage which is equals to 30 volt, means after 30 volt large current will flow through the diode, and that indicates our diode is in not working condition, means our diode, means when the voltage across the diode will reaches to 30 volt, then it will damage our PN junction diode permanently. Now again set the value of resistance. Suppose the value of resistance which is equals to 1 kilo ohm. Now set the DC voltage. Now first reading, if suppose your applied voltage is 2.75, then the voltage across the diode which is equals to 1.55 volt, and the current which is in microampere which is equals to 0, means small current is flowing through the diode which is equals to 0, or the current which is flowing through the diode is exactly equals to 0. Now further increase in your applied voltage. Right now suppose your DC voltage which is equals to 6 volt, right now the voltage equals to is 6 volt, then the voltage across the diode is equals to 3.51 milliampere. Now these voltages and currents are reverse, and the current which is flowing through the diode which is equals to 0.589 microampere, means 0.589 into 10 raised to minus 6, means which is nearly equals to 0. Now further increase in your applied voltage. Right now the voltage across the diode is 6.48 volt and the current which is equals to 1.06 into 10 raised to minus 6, means which is nearly equals to 0. Now if you observe all these reading, then you will get idea, that is when you increase your applied voltage, only the voltage across the diode is goes on increasing, current is also increasing, but which is nearly equals to what? 0. Again further increase in your applied voltage. Right now the voltage across the diode which is equals to 9.23 volt and the current which is equals to 1.49 into 10 raised to minus 6, means which is nearly equals to 0. Further increase in your applied voltage. Right now when your applied voltage is 21 volt, then the voltage across the diode which is equals to 13 volt and the current which is equals to 2.06 microampere. Now if you check all these reading, then the voltage across the diode is increasing simultaneously, but the current is also increasing, but which is nearly equals to what? 0. That indicates our diode is still is in off condition. Right now the voltage across the diode which is equals to 16.7 volt and the current which is equals to 2.63 into 10 raised to minus 6. And the last reading, when your applied voltage is 30 volt, then the voltage across the diode which is equals to 18.9 volt and the current which is equals to 2.97 into 10 raised to minus 6, means which is nearly equals to what? 0. Now if you compare the forward characteristics and reverse characteristics of the PN junction diode, for forward characteristics your current is increasing which is in milliampere, but for reverse characteristics only voltage across the diode is goes on increasing, but the current which is nearly equals to what? 0, because your current which is in microampere. Now when the voltage across the diode, that is reverse voltage, will reaches to the 30 volt, then your diode will damage permanently. Now to plot the VI characteristics for the reverse bias condition, please click on plot, then you will get the voltage versus current. Again this voltage is negative, again current is also negative, and this indicates only voltage is increasing, current is also increasing, but which is in microampere, means which is nearly equals to what? 0. Now this is all about the reverse characteristics of PN junction diode. Thank you.